You're a traitor, and you will die like a traitor. Hello everyone, and welcome to The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. I've played some games recently for the month of the Pioneer that frankly I'm not very good at. However, Zelda is a nice little relaxing game, and we can just have fun. It's definitely a game I can have fun with. It's one of those genres that I'm definitely into. Let's see, what should I call him? No, wait. I'd like to see how many people will actually get this reference. I'll give you a hint. Welcome, number 1313. You know, you give them a number, so it's like, oh, you're just another Link. In the vast, deep forest of Hyrule, long have I served as the guardian spirit. I am known as the Deku Trio. The children of the forest, the Kokiri, live here with me. Or Kokiri. Each Kokiri has his or her own guardian fairy. However, there is one boy who does not have a fairy. And much like the music, it should have. Much like music, there is a deficiency here. Sorry, I'm tongue-tied. I find it funny how it isn't exactly as the dream is. There are some extra steps. Navi, Navi, where art thou? Come hither. I gotta love how the Deku Tree uses Old English. I guess it's supposed to emphasize just how old the Deku Tree is. Oh, Navi the fairy, listen to my words, the words of the Deku Tree. Dost thou sense it? The climate of evil descending upon this realm. Malevolent forces even now are mustering to attack our land of Hyrule. For so long, the Kokiri Forest, the source of life, has stood as a barrier, deterring outsiders and maintaining the order of this world. But, before this tremendous evil power, even my power is as nothing. It seems the time has come for the boy without a fairy to begin his journey. The youth whose destiny it is to lead Hyrule to the path of justice and truth. Navi, go now! Find our young friend and guide him to me! I do not have much time left. Fly, Navi, fly! The fate of the Force, nay, the world depends upon thee! Okay. Gotta love this whole sequence. Also, hello. One of my rules for the month of the Pioneer is that I wouldn't do games I've done before, but this is a loophole. Because technically I haven't done the N64 version before, it was the 3DS version. But seeing as how the N64 version is more important to history anyway, hey, it was a way for me to be able to do something technically new, so I'm not breaking my own rule. Also, I technically prefer Majora's Mask, but I have to admit that Ocarina of Time is the more significant one, considering it brought the series into 3D in the first place. Even if a lot of its plot was taken straight from Link to the Past. Hello, Link 1313! Wake up! The Great Deku Tree wants to talk to you! Link 1313, get up! Hey, come on! Can Hyrule's destiny really depend on such a lazy boy? I love how he can't even close... Oh wait, no, never mind, he can't close his eyes. I was about to say. You finally woke up! I'm Navi, the fairy! The Great Deku Tree asked me to be your partner from now on. Nice to meet you! I find it funny how Tattle is basically a tsundere. So, it's nice to meet you or whatever. It's not like I like you or anything, Baka. The Great Deku Tree has summoned you, so let's get going right now! You got it. Of course, since I already know what to do, I'm not even going to bother going straight to the Deku Tree, because I know I cannot It cannot be done! Well, unless I abuse glitches, but I don't know how to do that. I find it funny how her fairy is basically one of the healer fairies. Yahoo! Hi, Link1313! I'm just gonna walk past you. Nah, that would be rude. Wow, a fairy! Finally, a fairy came to you, Link1313! Wow, that's great news, I'm so happy for you! Now you're a true Kokiri, Link1313. Is that right? The Great Deku Tree has summoned you? It's quite an honor to talk to the Great Deku Tree. I'll wait for you here. Get going, go see the Great Deku Tree. You got it. Thanks for giving me permission. Because I definitely needed your permission. You're definitely a school teacher. Fortunately, I know exactly where to go. Okay, that was a little painful. Hey, pick up the rock. Okay, I guess you can't pick up the rock. That's one of the rocks that you can't pick up. That's basically to practice sword techniques. But it doesn't matter anyway. Shut up, Navi. I know more than you. I've played this before. I know what you're going to tell me. We better get to the Deku Tree. The Great Deku Tree has summoned you. Please come with me. Yeah, a certain someone isn't going to let me through. That's the problem. You know, just in case you are having trouble. Although sometimes the boulder seems to randomly turn around, which is kind of funny. You got the Kokiri sword on the equipment subscreen selected with a cursor and equip it with A. This is a hidden treasure of the Kokiri, but you can borrow it for a while. Be sure to practice with it before you really fight. Yeah, I already know this song and dance. You don't have to remind me. Sure, why not? I destroyed the sign. Didn't mean to do that. All I meant to do was cut that grass over there. Take that, you freaking boulder. I only went that way so that I could cut the grass. 'Cause why not? There. Now you can't say I didn't do anything in exchange for this sword. I cut the grass. That's my payment, this sword. Thank you for doing business with me. 2 slashes. I'm a very expensive gardener, don't you see? You know what? I'll be nice. I'll throw in all this grass cutting for free. Well, that was a lot of rupees, which is good because that's how you're supposed to get the shield, the wooden shield. I don't know if it's called a Deku shield or just a wooden shield. I think it's a Deku shield actually. So yeah. Now, there are actually faster ways to get rupees, but probably one of the coolest ways is to just go up here. That does give you some rupees. Okay, there we go. This was before dual analog, obviously. Right. I don't know. The Z targeting helps, but it's easy to get yourself tripped up if you're not used to it. You pretty much have to make sure that you're aiming in the right direction. You can help do that by simply... Oh, hello. Hee. You came all the way up here? You're a real man. Look, isn't this view pretty? Change your viewpoint with up so you can look around the forest with analog stick. Okay. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. Yeah, I didn't need to be up there any longer anyway. Watch this. Excellent. Now then, to get the rest of the rupees, you need 40. Did you know that? Oh, wait. Just a green rupee? Now we're talking. That's more like it, man. One short. It's not like they're gonna shed a rupee off the price for me. They're very stickling about this. Well, luckily there was a blue rupee. I was hoping to get 45, so it would be a more aesthetically pleasing 5. But whatever. Look this way! Look over here with Z and talk to me with A! Okay, sure. Yes, yes, that's how you use a fairy! It's so great that you finally have a fairy partner! I'll teach you how to talk to people using your fairy! When a fairy flies near a person or thing, press Z to look in that direction! If you use Z targeting, you can talk to people from a distance, like we're doing now! When you have nothing that you can target, you can press Z just to look forward. Try it! Yeah, see, the game is very unsubtly trying to give you a tutorial. Give me that Deku Shield. You got a Deku Shield! Switch to the equipment subscreen and select the shield. Press R to crouch and defend. If you press R while Z targeting, you can move while defending yourself. No, thanks. I already have everything I need. Very Mondo cool, don't you think? You know, I bet the reason why the menu isn't L and R and Z and R is because of the way people are supposed to hold the N64 controller. If you want to see the Great Deku Tree, you should at least equip a sword and shield. Eh? What's that? Oh, you have a Deku Shield. And what's that? Is that the Kokiri sword? Good grief. Well, even with all that stuff, a wimp is still a wimp, huh? I, the Great Mido, will never accept you as one of us. Shoot, how did you get to be the favorite of Saria and the Great Deku Tree, huh? Grumble, grumble. Yes, there's the patented jerk that everyone needs. Not. Hey, buddy. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna stick it to you. Very nice. It's a bunch of sticks, huh? I guess much like in Breath of the Wild, the game bombards you with sticks to use as a weapon. Great Deku Tree, I'm back! It really is a nice touch that the Great Deku Tree has a mustache. Oh, Navi, thou hast returned. Link 1313, welcome. Listen carefully to what I, the Great Deku Tree, am about to tell thee. Thy slumber these past moons must have been restless and full of nightmares. As the servants of evil gain strength, a vile climate pervades the land and causes nightmares to those sensitive to it. Verily thou hast felt it. Link 1313, the time has come to test thy courage. I have been cursed. I need you to break the curse with your wisdom and courage. Dost thou have courage enough to undertake this task? I want to see what happens if I select no. Perhaps you do not yet have confidence in your abilities. Return to the Kokiri Forest to learn the skills of combat. When thou art ready, speak with me. Return here and speak with me by using Z. Or I'll just do it now. Whoops. That isn't what I meant to do. My bad. Ah, here we go. Wait. Something went wrong. Well, never mind. Well, that went wrong. It was supposed to save. Evidently it didn't. Now I feel stupid. Oh, here we go. Okay. Then enter brave Link 1313, and thou too, Navi. Navi the Fairy, thou must aid Link 1313. And Link 1313, when Navi speaks, use up to listen well to her words of wisdom. You got it. Oh, wise tree. I find it funny how even though I was pressing B to skip through it and accidentally pressed B when he asked, it still interpreted that as yes, so that's good. I learned something. Well, isn't this nice? Ah, the Deku Nut. On the Select Item subscreen, you can set it to one of these. Set it to C and try throwing it. It will flash and stun the enemy. Just be careful not to use it too much or you'll go blind. That was a horrible joke. That probably went over some of your heads anyway. And I don't feel like explaining it, because I feel that somehow that would be even more wrong than it already is. Well, what do we have here? 11. Check this out. Gotta love the whole song and dance it has to go through. You got the map. Holy crap, there's a mini-map? Look at this wall. The vines growing on it give it a rough surface. Maybe you can climb it, Link 1313. Yeah, with those spiders that are about to kill me. Great job, Navi. You're about to get me killed. Listen. You can open a door by standing in front of it and pressing A. Apparently this was a foreign concept to people at the time. Pay attention to what the action icon says. That's the blue icon at the top of the screen. Indeed. Although for some people, they probably needed the tutorial. Hey, buddy. Ow, ow, ow. Forgive me, Master. If I give you a clue, will you let me go? When you jump off a high cliff, if you hold stick forward, you will roll on the ground when you land and won't get hurt from the fall. I can't guarantee it will work, though, if the cliff is really, really high. Hee. We'll try it if you're feeling bold. You're lucky I'm in a good mood, otherwise I'd kill you. Oh yeah, also, not only was it the 3DS version that I had been doing, but it was the Master's Quest too, so technically the dungeons are nothing alike. Maybe the final boss is, but that's beside the point. You know, the funny thing is, you could have gotten out of this without even having to use the slingshot. All you had to do was jump down without going on the crumbling platform, and then you could take the crumbling platform to get out. If you want to shoot right away, when you first press C, hold down C a little longer to get a seat ready. I see. Fascinating. At first, I think I'll climb. Let's see what's in here. Awesome. Too bad I didn't need it. Kinda makes that pointless, doesn't it? There you go. It's probably the only time that you can shoot a ladder and make it fall down. At least the only one I'm familiar with. Maybe there's more in the Master Quest, but I wouldn't remember it. I think I'd remember a spot where you're supposed to shoot an arrow, shoot something out of a ladder and make it fall down. You know? I love Z targeting. Makes it so much easier, doesn't it? Although I'm going to have to use manual aiming for at least one of them. Oh, never mind. Take that, you freaking spider. I'm guessing I'm not going to be able to grab that, am I? Dang it, I was going to jump attack, but it's too late now anyway. Whatever, I didn't need those 4 seeds anyway. 4 seeds, more like 4 swords. I don't even know where I was going with that reference. Don't even worry about it. Everything is cool. Mondo cool. Uh-oh, you hear that? There you go, buddy. Wait, I should have waited until he turned. Oops. This is what you do. Although I didn't even have to do that. I just felt like it. You got the problem with that? It's nice of the camera to pan down to give you a clue of what you're supposed to do. Whoops, didn't do it exactly. Wow, Navi just glitched out there. Also, oops. I wasn't perfectly there. Good thing I can fast forward a bit, which I probably should have done to begin with. Look at Link climb! That's what happens when you unlock the frame rate. Ah, crap. Dagnabbit. Prick. This time, let's try to go for the center. Okay, close enough. The game's just gonna give it to me. Yeah, you know what? Good enough. Also, if you notice, there is actually some mapping on the textures, which is a nice touch. Oh, look, it's a golden skulltula. Let's see if we shoot it. However, getting it is not going to be so easy. If I came back later with a boomerang, it would be absurdly easy, but that's beside the point. Ah, there we go. You destroyed a gold skulltula. You got a token proving you destroyed it. Awesome. Burn, baby, burn! The flames will get the higher! Sorry, that was a Shadow Warrior reference. Is that all you got? There we go. It's no problem. Well, unless my stick runs out. You don't want to run out of stick power right when you're in the middle of getting fired up. I don't even know where I was going with that joke. Don't worry about it. Hey, you mean now I gotta climb? Ah, the fast forward button, I love it. Bold and fresh. Whenever you need to do an action and need it to not be so slow. Hey, buddy. Good to see ya. Please forgive me, Master. I'll never do it again. If you spare me, I'll teach you something cool. You will never beat my brothers up ahead unless you punish them in the proper order. The order is 2, 3, 1. 23 is number 1. Do you think I'm a traitor? We are number 1 right now. Had to. The joke was waiting for it. The joke was waiting for me. It was writing itself, really. Okay. Awesome. Right. Oh, whoops. You know what? Forget it. I probably could have rolled and got under the spikes that way, but I don't care. Let's just do things the way the game expects me to do it. You know, like some kind of boring person. There you go. Take that, game. I'm doing the exact thing you intended for me to do. Just jump slash. It's that simple. Stand next to this block and grab hold of it. Thanks, Navi. Never would have known that. Like I said, I can't... You know what? I can't be too upset. I can't be too angry because... Oh, that's a toggle. That wasn't something you held down. Anyway, I can't be too upset because... Like I said, back then, such things were probably a little foreign to players. I mean, it's pretty obvious now, but... Back then, it was probably some huge revelation. There you go, buddy. What do you know? Stick. Hope you don't have a stick up your arse. Hey, buddy. Well, aren't you a happy-go-lucky pal? Simple. Could not be simpler. Alright. That's the part that I can't go into yet. Freaking babies that have gone rogue. I was hoping to run past them, but it looks like I'm gonna have to get down to business and show a bunch of amateurs how it's done. There we go. That's how you do it. This is how we do it. You know, I think I'm gonna extend it just a little bit so that I can actually get to the boss and defeat the boss. That'll be a good bookend. Well, a good way to end this, anyway. I got 5 minutes left, though, so I might not even need to extend it. Who knows? Come on. You take too long, Link. I love you, but that is just repetition. Not that that isn't expected. Gotta duck and roll, Link. Well, wasn't that fun? I've always wanted to take a swim. Hey, buddy. Remember, 23 is number 1. Hey, buddy. Oh, what's wrong? Hey, you're number 1. Too bad you're 3rd. How did you know our secret? How irritating. It's so annoying that I'm going to have revealed the secret of Queen Gohma to you. In order to administer the coup de grace to Queen Gohma, strike with your sword while she's stunned. Oh, Queenie. Sorry about that. You're a traitor, and you will die like a traitor. Traitors must be killed. Ah, that cinematic camera. Ooh, everything suddenly got dark. Really dark. Like, way too dark. Nice pupil. Looks like a button. Here you go. Take this, Queenie. Want to know a tip? One easy way to beat it without taking any damage is to do this. Just keep targeting on it. You don't even have to worry about its babies. There you go. It's stunned for longer if you get it off the ceiling. You don't have to do that, but it really helps. That's a power trick right there. That's how you can tell this is a game that I'm actually familiar with, unlike Street Fighter and Night Trap. I need to quit being salty. Well, I'm trying not to be salty, I'm just admitting. There are some games I'm good at, some games I'm not so good at. I think that's the same for everyone. Not everyone is the best at every game. Or even good. Or even adequate. Or even just not completely sucky. I'll stop now. Well done, Link 1313. Thou hast verily demonstrated thy courage. I knew that thou wouldst be able to carry out my wishes. Now I have yet more to tell ye. Wouldst thou listen? Now listen carefully. A wicked man of the desert cast this dreadful curse upon me. He's someone who should look familiar. This evil man ceaselessly uses his vile sorcerous powers in his search for the sacred realm that is connected to Hyrule. For it is in that sacred realm that one will find the divine relic, the Triforce, which contains the essence of the gods. Before time began, before spirits and life existed, 3 golden goddesses descended upon the chaos that was Hyrule. Hyrule was literally just the earth. Din, the goddess of power. Naru, the goddess of wisdom. Ferrar, the goddess of courage, whose name I don't know how to pronounce. Din. With her strong flaming arms, she cultivated the land and created the Red Earth. Wait, the Earth hadn't even formed yet. You said chaos that is Hyrule. Is Hyrule just the universe? Naru! poured her wisdom onto the earth, and gave the spirit of law to the world. Yeah, the sky is apparently the law. The sun is the law. Farrar, with her rich soul, produced all life forms who would uphold the law. And with their powers combined, I am Captain Planet! The three great goddesses, their labors complete, departed for the heavens. And golden sacred triangles were made at the point where the goddesses left the world. Since then, the sacred triangles have become the basis of our world's providence. And the resting place of the triangles has become the sacred realm. Thou must never allow the desert man in black armor to lay his hands on the sacred Triforce. Thou must never suffer that man with his evil heart to enter the sacred realm of legend. That evil man who cast the death curse upon me and sapped my power. Because of that curse, my end is nigh. Though your valiant efforts to break the curse was successful, I was doomed before you started. Yes, I will pass away soon, but do not grieve for me. I have been able to tell you of these important matters. This is Hyrule's final hope. Link 1313, go now to Hyrule Castle. There, thou wilt surely meet the Princess of Destiny. Take this stone with you, the stone that man wanted so much that he cast the curse on me. You got the Kokiri's Emerald! This is the spiritual stone of the forest, now entrusted to you by the great Deku Tree! The future depends upon thee, Link 1313. Thou art courageous. Navi the Fairy, help Link 1313 to carry out my will. I entreat ye, Navi. Goodbye. It's like his wood, it's like the bark that consists of him is shriveling up because the texture didn't just change, it moved upward. I wonder if that was intentional. Let's go to Hyrule Castle, Link 1313. Goodbye, great Deku Tree. Well, unfortunately, I'm going to have to say that is it for now. Thank you so much for tuning in with me. Make sure to spread this video around like misunderstandings. Hey, Link 1313, what did you do? The great Deku Tree, did he die? How could you do a thing like that? It's all your fault! What an ass. And I will see you next time. Now go out there and capitalize on life. Peace out, have a good one, and have a nice and pleasant day.
If you enjoyed the content and want to stay up to date, I upload 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every single day. You can also subscribe and hit the bell icon, or just check out the end screens right here.